Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Colin Abrams with this edition of the HGP Sportscast. We start with cricket news. Ghana continued their dominance in round 5 of the Digital 4-Day tournament as the bowlers impressed with the ball against the Windward Island Volcano on day 1 at the National Stadium, Providence. Stanford Howard has the details.
The Jaguars continued their winning ways on the first day after they won the toss and elected to field. The Windward Volcanoes lost 3 wickets in the morning session with only 55 runs on the board. Dennis Smith and Shane Shillingford tried to make some sort of ground with a 33 runs, 8-wicket partnership after the middle order collapsed. They were eventually all out on the stroke of tea for 117 runs in 54.3 overs. It was once again the spinner, Versami Pamal, who took 5 scalps for 40 runs in his 22 overs. The Jaguars started their chase just after tea, with Chandrapal Hemraj being the first to be sent back to the pavilion. Just 3 overs later, Leon Johnson was the second wicket for Shemron Lewis before the close of play on day 1. Jaguars were on 78 for the loss of 2 wickets, still trailing by 39 runs. Play continues tomorrow at Providence. For the HGP Sportscast, I'm Stanford Howard.
Thank you, Stanford. The Ghana Football Federation, in collaboration with FIFA, facilitated a grassroots 4-day program, which concluded on Thursday with a grassroots festival in Berbice.
The program was held in Quarantine Berbice, since it is a mandate of the GFF to get the game across the country, and the Federation believes that hosting these programs countrywide will allow them to create a larger player pool in the country. Children between the ages of 10 to 12 years old were selected from the Cariveton and Skeldon primary schools, along with physical education teachers in schools across Berbice. Since the national team is made up of players from across Guyana, this and similar programs spot new talent and create new skilled personnel out of town. The program saw an even number of both male and female participants. These programs opens doors for youth since the GFF plans in late 2018 to launch female under 15 and under 13 teams. The GFF encourages anyone interested in becoming a coach to attend an academy training center within their district through their GFF Technical Development Officer and also to attend the weekly grassroots sessions. Eon Greenwood, GFF Technical Director, said the day was amazing and they saw a lot of talent coming out of the area and were not surprised by the amount of persons who showed interest in the training sessions. At the end of the program, participants received balls and other equipment to help them develop in the discipline.
The Ghana Lawn Tennis Association will on Saturday host the Red Ball Mini Slam competition for beginner players under 10 years old.
The youth tennis competition will be held at the National Gymnasium from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It usually attracts new players from clubs and primary schools and is used as a hunting ground for spotting talented children who are targeted for joining performance club programs to start technical training. The competition format is round-robin with trophies lined up for Best School, Best Boy and Runner-Up, and Best Girl and Runner-Up. Children will be representing the schools they attend. Coordinator of the school's tennis initiative program, Ms. Shelley Daly Ramdihan, who has been in contact with primary schools and clubs, expects to see the usual high level of participation. Last year's Best Boy was Ricky Ramasindo of St. Gabriel Primary School with runner-up Maxim Leacock of St. Paul's Primary. Best Girl was Engina Garnett of Success Elementary with runner-up Malia Rambaran from New Guyana School. Newcomers Buxton Youth Developers was awarded the Best School, which is the prize for the best school which best adapts mini tennis as physical education in addition to fully participating in the annual competition. For a child to enter the school competition, parents or guardians can contact the competition coordinator, Shelley Ramdihan, on 642-5672.
And finally, Ghana makes a debut at a regional archery tournament at the Barbados Olympic Association Independence Invitation Games 2017. Stanford has the details.
The tournament was hosted by the Barbados Olympic Association in association with the National Sporting Federation to commemorate Barbados' 50th anniversary of independence at 2 different locations, Curvlet Torrance, Bridgetown, and Corndon College, St. John, Barbados, during November 25th to 26th. Over 20 archers from across the Caribbean gathered in Barbados for the 2nd Annual Barbados Olympic Association Independence Invitational Games. Teams competing were from Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, Martinique, Guadeloupe, and Guyana. Guyana was represented in its first regional archery tournament by Archery Guyana's member, Mr. Dwayne Governors. Competitors shot over 3,000 arrows throughout the event in both recurve and compound men and women categories. The tournament commenced with 12 rounds consisting of 6 arrows in each round. Guyana shot a 9, which meant that Trinidad needed a 10 to take their match, but luckily for Guyana, the Trinidadians did not secure this, so Guyana moved forward to face Martinique. However, Guyana's Governors was unable to secure a win against Martinique to join Trinidad in the finals. The exciting finals on Sunday was between Trinidad and Tobago against Martinique for the gold and silver. The bronze medal was for the victor between Guyana and Barbados. Guyana started off leading in the first set, but the Bajans came back to tie at 2. Barbados took the final set, therefore winning the bronze medal by 1 point. Martinique emerged the gold medalist. For the HGP Sportscast, I'm Stanford Howard.
Thank you, Stanford, and that has brought us to the end of this edition of the HGP Sportscast. Before we go, remember, adversity causes some men to break and others to break records. Goodbye.